Hey guys, Maria here. Today I'm going to be showing you kind of around my current makeup stash, the things I own, and going through each category and just giving you a quick overview. I'm not going to be like super detailed because that would take like a really long time, but I am going to try to give you kind of an overview of the stuff I own because I'm getting ready to make my list of products I want to use up in 2016. So I thought before I did that, it might be good to show you what I currently have. Okay, so starting out with foundations, I currently have 4. Only one of them is a liquid. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. And then I also have Tarte's Powder Foundation. This is new, it's not been opened. Then I have Bare Minerals Matte Foundation. It's also new and has not been opened. And then I have Laura Mercier's Mineral Foundation, and this has been opened and used. Okay, concealers are really easy. I only have 2. This one here is Bare Minerals Concealer. It's a powder concealer in the shade Well Rested. I've used about half of that. And then this is Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer. It is in the shade number 15, Fair. Okay, powders are kind of tricky. I have quite a few more than I would like at this point. A lot of these I did not purchase. They were like passed on to me, but I haven't tried them yet because I've been working on others. I also have a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil that I'm like 95% done with, and that will be done really soon, and I'm not including that in my count. So I have 2 of these mini Bare Minerals Mineral Veils. I have a Sonia Kashuk. This is just her bare minimum pressed powder. I've not tried this yet. I have a Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is just in the translucent shade. I really like this powder, I know that already. From Too Faced, I have their Absolutely Invisible. It's just a translucent powder as well. I've not tried this yet. From 100% Pure, hey, you guys can see me. This is, actually, it says it's a foundation, but I don't think I would wear it that way. This is their Healthy Flawless Skin Foundation Powder, and this is in the shade Cream, and I've not tried this yet either. From Too Faced, this is their Primed and Poreless Powder. I've not tried this yet. And finally, from Laura Mercier, this is just her translucent setting powder. I'm excited to try this, but I have not yet opened it and gave it a shot. Okay, for blush, I have several. I've kind of got them by brand. So I have these 4 from Tarte, and those came out of the Away We Go palette that came out last holiday season, and I depotted those because I found the packaging on that to be just way too bulky. So I have those 4. I'm going to set those to the side, and then I have Luminosa from Milani, which I really love. I have this one from NYX, and it's in the shade Dusty Rose, and it's gotten quite a bit of love from me. One of my more recent blushes that I've acquired, this is Benefits Dallas. It's kind of a mauvey, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. It's a little dark. It's kind of a mauvey brown blush, I guess I would say. I really like it though. So that's the only blush I have from Benefit, I believe. I have 2 more from Tarte. This one is Peaceful. Kind of a shimmery peach shade. And then I have Tarte's Exposed, and you can see I've had this in a while because this is like their current packaging. I bought this, I want to say I've had this for 3 years. And you can see I've actually worn the top layer off quite a bit. Okay, and then I have several from Bare Minerals. I have this one here in Beauty, and it's just kind of a pink color. And then I have this one in Ignite, and it's like a kind of a berry shade. And then I have Promise, and these are not coming off very true to color, maybe because of my lighting, but this one's a little more peachy pink. And then I have one of their Ready blushes. And this one is in the shade The One. And I actually find this to be fairly similar to Dusty Rose and also Tarte's Exposed. They're not, like, this one's a little more pink than that one, but they're fairly similar. Okay, for bronzers and contour shades, I have 4, which is honestly too much for me because I don't even wear a contour or a bronzer every single day. It's mostly just like for special occasions and sometimes on the weekends. But I do have Benefit's Hoola, and I haven't had this for very long. This was passed down to me. I didn't purchase this. I also have this one from Lise Watier, and it's kind of got some shimmer to it, so I need to play with that and see if I like it. I've not really used it much. I have my NYX taupe powder. It says blush, but I don't use it as a blush. And then finally from Tarte, this is the Sculptor. I've not had this for very long, but it's a cream contour, and I love this for sure. So there's 4 of those. Okay, I own a lot of highlighting products, which is really funny to me because I was never into highlighters until 2015. Like, I only owned one, I think, and it was the Benefit What's Up that came as a birthday gift from Sephora. So this is kind of comical, I guess, and maybe a little sad, but either way, I didn't purchase a lot of these. A lot of these were given to me as gifts or handed to me, like handed down by friends who didn't want them anymore. So I guess that's okay. I don't know. Anyway, I have Girl Meets Pearl from Benefit. I really like this. It's a very pinky highlighter to me. I also have Benefit's High Beam, which I adore. I actually used up this size earlier this year, and I purchased the full size because I liked it so much. Another kind of pinky toned highlighter I have, this is from Clinique. It's their Chubby Stick and Hefty Highlight. The finish is very comparable to High Beam in my opinion. I like it a lot. Powder highlighters, I have a few. I have this one from Smashbox. You just kind of swirl it together. It's got like a goldeny color. It's got a more rosy. It's got a white, and it's got a light pink here. This is their Fusion Soft Lights, and I like it. It's a lot more subtle of a highlighter. Let's see, this is Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector, and it's an illuminator technically, so you can use it like all over your face, not just to highlight. And this is in Moonstone. And then I also actually have the pressed version of Moonstone, and I love it. This is my favorite highlighter. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'll give you guys a swatch of that. Like, for me, I love it. It's my favorite. Okay. And then I have Laura Mercier. This is her Radiance Baked Powder in the shade 01, which you can use as a highlight. This also is a pretty subtle highlight, I think, but I do like it. And then finally from Doll 10, this is a champagne. This is a cream product, so it does need to get used up soon. Okay, I currently own 2 primers. I'm not a primer person. In general, they break me out. I've not tried either of these. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1. It's a more hydrating primer. I tend to have oily skin, so I'm not sure if that'll work for me. And then this is from Japanesque, and it's a radiance primer. It's more of an illuminating primer, and as you can see, it still has the wrap on it, so I've never even opened it. So eventually I'll try both of these. Alright guys, here's where it kind of starts to get a little scary in a way, I guess. Maybe. This is eyeshadow singles, or like duos, or very small amounts of shadow, I would say. So, kind of having a look here, I have 3 of these e.l.f. Duo eyeshadows. I have not used these a ton. I'm thinking these are going to be some of the things that I take home and leave at my mother and father-in-law's to just use when I'm there. So I'm going to set those to the side. I have this is from Jane Iredale. This is a dark suede. It's like a really pretty chocolatey brown. I really love this a lot. From Jouer, I have this Cream Espresso Duo. I think this would be good for brows. I've used it that way a little bit. It's not super pigmented, but that could be good. And then it gives you a highlight too. This is a new one for me from NARS. This is in the shade Himalaya, and this came in the Sephora Favorites kit this year. It's really, really pretty. From Wet n Wild, I have this Nutty shadow. It's okay. I don't love it, and eventually I might declutter it. I have two of these L'Oreal Infallibles. Amber F kind of convinced me to get these because I saw her using Amber Rush a lot, and I've always wanted that color, and it's just so beautiful. And then I also picked up, when I went, Iced Latte. This is a really nice shadow for your lid, but it also is really pretty as a highlighter, but I mostly use it as an eyeshadow. Alright, from Givenchy. Whoops, I just dropped that out of there. I'll have to put that back. This is like a kind of a white color, and then this is a black. This might, I've never used this. I've never thought about using this as a highlight. That might be pretty though. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I'll put that back in just a second. All right, from Lancome, I have, if I can open it. This is like, it has 5 little pans in it. These are really shimmery though, so I need to try these out and decide if I actually am going to use these, because you can see the glitter in them, and I don't wear a lot of really glittery shadows, so I need to try that more. Alright, so more singles. I do have from MAC, this is their Pigment in Blue Brown, and I love this. A friend gave this to me who didn't really use it much and didn't want it anymore, and it's almost full, but I really like it. I don't use it a lot, but I like it. And actually really similar from Urban Decay. I think this one leans a little more green, but this is Lounge, and this also came in the Sephora Favorites kit this year. So those two are pretty similar. Okay, and now for all my Bare Minerals singles. I bought some of these, and then some of these were given to me. I've not used the majority of them yet, but I'm going to play with them soon in the coming weeks. So this is Fancy, Soul Sister, this is Tantalize, Chanel. This is a little bit of a smaller one, and this is in Queen Phyllis, which I think is one of their more popular shades. I have 2 left. This is in Trinity, which is a really pretty purple. And finally, I have this shade in Grace. Up next is eye primers and eye bases. I currently have this eye primer, which is worn to crap, as you can see. This is the Take on the Day eyeshadow primer from Wet n Wild. It's one of their Fergie products. And then I have 2 of these little Air Patrol, like deluxe sample sizes from Benefit. I've not tried these yet, so I have those. And then I have 5 cream bases. I have 2 MAC paint pots. This one is in the shade Painterly, and as you can see, like just looking through the container, I am almost done with this, so I'll kind of be glad when that one's gone. I've been using it for a while. Also from MAC, I have Frozen Violet. Courtney K gave this to me. I really love this shade. It's really beautiful. It reminds me of a cream version of Satin Taupe. I have 2 Maybelline Color Tattoos. This one is in Creamy Beige. I've only used this one this one's Creamy Beige. I've only used it a few times, but as soon as I finish up Painterly, I'm probably going to start using this pretty consistently. And then I also have Toughest Taupe, which I sometimes use for my brows, but it also is basically just a base for my shadows. And then I have 2 crayons. This one also was given to me by Courtney K. It's a Milani Shadow Eyes, and it's in the shade Golden Bronze. I really like it a lot. And then I just got this one recently from Tarte, and it's one of their Smolder Eyes. I'm not sure if you can see the color here, but it is in the shade Gunmetal, and it's a really nice color too. I like it quite a bit. Okay, so eyeliner. Well, as you can see, I have a lot of black eyeliner to start with. That's probably the first thing you notice. I'm just going to pull and talk about these. So I have this one from Urban Decay. This is their 24/7 Glide-Ons. This one's Rockstar, which is like a kind of plum shade. It's like a blacky plum. And then I have Perversion here. I also have a full size of Perversion that came in like a little kit, and I've not used this yet, but I've used the other one and I know I like it. This is Marc Jacobs Highliner. It's just kind of a deluxe sample size. It's okay. I have a Lancome. This is the Drama Liquid Pencil, and it's just in the shade Noir Intense. I've not really tried this too much yet. I have from CoverGirl, this is their Intensify Me. It's a liquid liner. It's kind of got a weird tip on it. You can see it's a paddle shape, which is kind of strange. I think that's going to go home to my my mother and father-in-laws. This was sent to me by Influencer, and I've tried it. It's okay. I don't love it. It works though. If I needed a black liquid color, that would work. Also Urban Decay, this is a 24/7 Glide-On Pencil in Vice. It's a purple shade, and it's kind of a deluxe size sample. I do like it though. I have two Bare Minerals liners. This is their Lasting Line Long Wearing Eyeliner. This is Absolute Black. And then this one is in the shade Brandy, Forever Brandy, which is a little bit more of a brownish kind of shade. So let's see, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 eyeliners, and out of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those are black, and I just realized I forgot to mention, where did it go? I can't find it. Here it is. I also have the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is a felt tip, which I am not the most skilled at. I've just started using this recently, and I don't hate it, but I don't like it as much as my Kat Von D or Physicians Formula that have the brush tip. Okay, I guess we can kind of go ahead and talk about brows. I have a few brow products. The only pencil I have right now is this one from Jouer, and it is their brow definer. It's just like a pencil. Nothing super special about it. It just looks like a regular old pencil. It's okay. It's not my favorite product, but I'll use it up. This is my Gimme Brow. I use the medium to dark one, or medium to deep, I guess they call it. This one's currently open. It's been open for a while, so probably at the end of this year I'll toss it. Just because it is starting to dry up. And then I have a backup, and I actually have a little mini one that came as a gift with purchase. So I think that one will be nice to take to my mother and father-in-laws. And I also have a NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, and it's been opened, but it's really full. Okay, I know this is like a ridiculous amount of mascara, and you guys can't even see them all yet, but I would like to preface this with letting you know I did not purchase quite a few of these, but some of them I did. And so I'm going to go over these with you, and I will just let you know. So I have four samples of the Benefit They're Real, which this is one of my favorite mascaras. It is in my top 3. I can't really choose, but it's in my top 3. And I didn't buy any of these. They all came as like gifts with purchase and stuff. So I'm going to keep them all. I also actually do have a full size that I did purchase. And I purchased this, it's not been opened, before I received those other deluxe samples. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have bought this because that's like a lot. I have several. This is also a top 3 for me. This is the Bare Minerals Lash Domination. This one's brand new. I haven't opened it. This is like a mini kind of version of it. And then I also have just a deluxe sample of it, and I'm going to actually take that to my mom and dad's, or to my mother and father-in-law's. Okay, oh, I didn't realize I have 2 of those, so alrighty then. I have this mascara here. It's called Stretch X. I've never used this before. It came in this Sephora Favorites kit, but I had actually never even heard of this before. So it's unopened. I have 2 Tarte mascaras. This is the Lights Camera Lashes, the original. It's a deluxe sample. And then I got, this one I did buy. This is their Tarte Lights Camera Flashes. And I've not opened this yet and I've never tried it. So I'm excited to try that. This is Maybelline's Lash Discovery. It's just a tiny little brush. It's great for your bottom lashes. This is open. My final mascara and my top 3 favorites is Urban Decay's Perversion, and this is the one I'm using right now. It's open and it's been getting lots of love. So let's set that to the side. And then I have a Benefit Roller Lash. This is open and I've been using it. I didn't buy this. I did buy the Perversion mascara myself though, just so we're all aware. Okie dokie. This is CoverGirl's Supersizer. I like this a lot. This one's not open, but I have finished one of these before and I really like it. And actually, I think that's the only, well, these are the only drugstore mascaras I have. Mascara is like one of the only things I really don't like that many from the drugstore of. Okay, and then finally I have this MAC. This is the Zoom Lash, and it's just like a little deluxe sample that a friend gave me, and I've never tried this and it's not open. Alright, so palettes, I'm going to try to whiz through these because I believe most of them you know. I do have the original Tartelette palette. This is a little Z palette. It's got the Strawberry Fudge Duo from Clinique in there. I don't use it very much. I have technically 2 of these Stila Eyes Are the Window, and this is the Soul palette. If you watched my most recent haul, this one was sent, I bought this, and it was sent to me from Ulta. And then I got it, and 2 of the shades were totally busted everywhere. And you can see a 3rd one was kind of damaged. So they sent me a new one. So I think this one's going to go home to my mother and father-in-law, since I don't really need 2 of them. I have the Tarte Showstopper palette, which also has a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight in it. So I need to add one to my bronzer and one to my highlight, I guess. And it also has shadows in it. Okay, I have the Naked 2 Basics palette. I have a Chantecaille. This has 3 shadows in it. I don't think I can open it with one hand. Let's give it a try. Yeah. This is beautiful. Stunning. I have Sonia Kashuk. This is the Jewel of an Eye palette, which I really like. And I also have the Smashbox On the Rocks Photo Op palette, which is kind of similar, but this one does have neutrals like that are matte, and this one does not. I have my MAC shadows. This has a few that are not MAC in it. I need to work on these. I also have the shadows from the Tarte Away We Go palette that are depotted in this new palette. As you can see, some of them kind of got tore up a little in depotting. So some of them look a little rough. I have my Laura Mercier. This is the Artist palette, and honestly, I've not really used this a lot since I got it. I like it, but for some reason, I just don't reach for it. I'm not sure why. And I have this little Tarte palette that has some really nice shades in there. And finally, I have my Urban Decay Naked palette, which, it's a sin. Like, I've literally barely used this thing. So I do at some point need to declutter some of these. Alright, so I believe the last area we have to cover are lip products. And I know I'm missing one that I hopefully have only misplaced, but I might have lost. And it's just a mini Tarte Lip Surgeons in the shade Stunning, but I can't find it anywhere. I just wore it earlier this week, but it's apparently gone. So I'm just going to go through here. I'm not going to open every one of these, especially the ones that most people know, because I just want to save a little bit of time. So I have 4 MAC lipsticks. This one is Rebel. I have Hug Me. I have Shy Girl and Peach Blossom. This is the Juicy Papaya Lip Butter from Revlon. And as you can see from the marks, at one point this was in a project pan. And then I have Sassy Mauve Revlon Super Lustrous, Pink in the Afternoon Revlon Super Lustrous, and Black Cherry Revlon Super Lustrous. I have several of these Fresh Sugar lip balms back here. I have the original one. I have the rose one. I have the cherry one. And at work I have the berry one. And then I have Bite Beauty. This is the, let's see, this is Cur Royale. This is one of their like limited shades they did for Sephora this year. It's a really pretty shade. I like it a lot. So that's all of those. And then, let's see, here in the back I have two Borghese lip pencils. This one is in the shade Rosa, and it's just like a pretty pink shade. It's kind of bright. And then this one is in the shade Baccio. My camera's not wanting to really kind of zoom in, but this is a red. So I like both of those quite a lot. And then over here, I have a Givenchy. This is just like a little deluxe size. I've only worn this a couple of times. It was a gift. This is in the shade Rose Aristocrat, and it's a really pretty color, but I don't love the formula so much, so I probably will try to use this up. So I have that. I have several lip glosses, so I'll pull those out. This is a Borghese. This is just one of their lip glosses, and it's in the shade Petalo. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's really pretty. It's kind of like a duochrome type sort of shade. And then I have two of these Lise Watier lip glosses. They're actually the same. So one of these is going to go home to be at my parents' house. As also a little Bare Minerals. This is in the shade Moxie. This is in Speak Your Mind. This is their Moxie lipsticks. Continuing with some of my lip glosses. This is the Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Spark Plug. This is a little Makeup Forever. This is just the deluxe. It says deluxe Plexi Gloss. It doesn't really say what shade this is in though, but it's really pretty. The formula is nice. I have a Lolly Balm here. This is just a deluxe sample. I have two lip balms here. One of these is a Jack Black. Alright, so pulling lip pencils. This is Winterberry from Bite Beauty. Very pretty color. Also from Bite Beauty, this is Pomegranate. This is Bite Beauty Cur Royale. This is the gloss that matches this lipstick. I actually forgot I had that. This is NARS Cruella. This is their Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. And then I have Rikugian also. And you can see I have a sample, like a deluxe sample of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And then my last couple of products, I believe. This is a Too Faced Melted Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Melted Candy. I have a full-size Tarte Lip Surgeons in the shade Grateful. I've not used this yet. And finally, I have a full-size Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Rebel. I've not used this yet, and I actually have a